Should I?
I
Oh,
hit
you
it. I hit
did.
it already.
All right. Yeah, we'll give it a hot tick for everyone to get in, and then also I mentioned it in a tweet earlier. I know some people do not have the best luck with Periscope, and that's the case with me as well. I don't know. I watch Pizzola on Sunday morning, and I do some other Periscope viewing of my own. Sometimes I do have some issues, so just do know that this is available on YouTube Live, and I don't know if the experience is better. I've never watched this live. I'm always on it, but something to check out. Deep dive over on YouTube. I put a link up on the. It's on my timeline right now. What's up, guys? Mook franchise.
I had more fun last Sunday.
Sam. Sam Chester. Sam from Chester. How we doing? We got people from England in
Sam.
here.
Yeah, not
The
great,
hair is
Sam.
bad, and I will tell you why. Because my lady who cuts my
Ravens
hair
D
is in
been
Corona
playing very
protocol, and I
poorly.
can't get a haircut for another 10 days. Ravens D missing some pieces.
Yeah, Pollock is making a good joke there. This is an important game
Playoff
because I could have
Lamar.
swore that was playoff Lamar. Hey, Lamar wasn't that bad. The Patriots D is just playing up. They're winning all their 1v1s on the offensive line. They're putting major pressure on him.
Running the ball nice, too.
Yeah.
Harris has been good, and yeah,
Oh,
Campbell
Charlie
and
Hofstrom, way better on YouTube Live. Yeah, Charlie,
good.
thank you. That's
Good.
good to
Yeah.
know.
And yeah, if I know a lot of you have found us or follow us on Twitter, but subscribe on YouTube and you should be able to get a little, a little notification or what have you when it goes live in there. You can watch it on there. They have a
Mason
beautiful phone
Crowley.
app as
Imagine
well.
thinking Lamar was a good QB. Lamar was the MVP last year, buddy. There's no taking that back.
That's true. Oh yeah, he it wasn't a good throw at the end. I guess it would have been a really long field goal anyway. The stream is faster on YouTube Live too. Oh man, somebody's getting the information quicker in that case. So
Yeah,
second half lines. So
our
we're
buddy
sitting
Mike
13.
Durso. Mike Durso made a great pick, great point. What in the world was that by the Ravens with Tucker? Yeah, well, I don't know exactly why you're doing this desperation down the sideline when your receivers aren't getting separation all game anyway. That was pretty stupid. They had
Yeah,
another
you got the
timeout. They
opera singer
easily,
singing.
easily could have just shot down the middle, get 5, 10 yards, give Tucker a 50-yard shot at least. I don't know. The entire half was terrible by the Ravens, and they're getting outplayed. Flat out getting outplayed. The Patriots are pulling out all this kind of the trick plays, all of the all the stuff you save for when you're in a game that it means more to you than your opponent. And the Ravens are just running their base offense and base defense, and the attrition of the offensive line injuries and the defensive line injuries now is clearly showing up. We cannot get, they cannot keep Lamar upright, and they're going up against a pass rush that hasn't won all season, and they're finally winning. They're giving up 4 or 5 yards per rush attempt for the Pats. The Pats are just out physicaling them on the line.
And
This
that's the
is
thing. Does anyone have an update on Brandon Williams? Apparently, he's important now with
yeah.
Calais Campbell already out. Yeah,
He was
roughing the
questionable,
passer
but
and
I don't
Jacoby
think he's
throw.
coming back.
Yeah, I doubt it. So they're missing a couple pieces up front. I think that's a big part of why they're getting run over by quick check into Mr. Harris here, who has 12 for 63 already in the first half. Normally, this is a pretty stout defense. We saw that last week when they were able to handle business. So, yeah, getting out muscled, getting beat up front, and kind of getting beat up front on the other. We talk about Campbell and now Harris out, or Williams, excuse me, on the defensive line. You got to remember they still do have two starting offensive linemen out from the beginning of the season. One of them probably way more important than anything, and they had another one retire in the offseason. So
Yeah.
things are not looking great on the front there. And if the Patriots are going to get pressure on Lamar, he's already kind of forcing things a little bit with the pass. And I still don't know if that knee is 100% healthy, or if that's making him tentative. This guy's asking about the YouTube. Go to my Twitter. There's a link to it. It's one of my top tweets. There's a link to our YouTube page. I'll put it in a bunch of places here this week. So this guy, I don't know. He keeps talking about it like his wife died or something. Like he's always cracking me up. He needs a lock so he can buy a casket. I don't know what to do with this total. I thought it was going to come in higher. I guess I thought we'd see a 22.5, 23. Maybe I'm dumb for thinking that.
I
That's
don't see the
basically
weather deteriorating. It looks like it's going to be more of the same in the second half. The Patriots have no interest in attacking downfield, but they're calling an exceptional game plan here, where they're beating them on the line and running them to sleep, and then using a trick play or using a deep target to surprise the pass defense. It's a very, very effective game plan. The Patriots have absolutely looked like they've out prepared. They've outprepared the Ravens coming into this game, and they are winning every 1v1 that matters. Reasonably, the red zone play calling from the Ravens was uninspiring. Really was not impressed with some of those play calls. They went for on fourth down, at least got a touchdown. That was important. But it's not great. I'm definitely not double dipping on the Ravens. I don't feel great about. Although you made a good
Cam
point
has
when we were
61
previewing.
yards passing. Like they've just been able to run there. And again, it's more of what we saw
The
last
best
week.
pass Patriot thrower was not by Cam Newton in this game.
No.
It was clearly by Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, 9 attempts, 61 yards, and a touchdown. It's just more of what we saw last week. Littler stuff. They're not going to ever test deep. They know what they know what they're good at, and they're getting outgained, but they're still putting up 5.6 per play here. It looks like, what do we got?
I'm really
We
disappointed
did
in the
have
Ravens defense, especially, man.
Yeah, we did have the one turnover, but do you really want to call that a turnover? It was more of just an arm punt. Might have cost them 3 points. Going 1 for 2 in the red zone is kind of the difference here. The Ravens, it should be tied probably. We have a missed extra point and a missed opportunity in the red zone. I'm kind of with you there. I'm not excited about the matchups that they're just getting beat up on. So probably looking at the total or a team total here.
What's the Ravens team total under?
See, and the Ravens should be able to adjust it half. We said this off the air a little. 2 very good coaches. 2 coaches who can make some adjustments. One coach has better players. But he, again, still missing some pieces there. Baltimore, I wanted them to play well.
Josh
So we could
Z1
fade
is
them
making
against
some
in a
good
couple
points.
other
I saw the severe thunderstorm watch too, and there could be a delay at some point. Yeah, it's nasty. The weather's bad.
To stay up all night. Yeah.
Yeah,
And this is true from Jay, who's seems like a nice tennis pro from
true.
Florida, if I had to guess.
Yeah,
They did make.
Is
some
that a Roger
adjustments.
Federer? Is that Roger Federer avatar? I can't make it out. He must be a Fed
it is
fan.
a young Roger Federer.
He must be a Fed fan.
Dogma has the under, apparently. He's all sad about whatever he bets, and then he's extremely happy when it comes through. He had a nice weekend.
He makes good bets.
Yeah, he had a nice college weekend for sure, too. Didn't we all go Wisconsin? On Wisconsin. What
Oh, my
easy
goodness.
winner. Thank you
That
for
was
anybody.
huge.
Huge money.
That was huge.
Team total for Ravens is 13.5, minus 10 each side. Patriots is 7, minus 10. They do get the ball first. What say you? I'm having a lot of trouble with this. Like the play.
Let's just play the under.
The play's double down, and I can't do it.
I think the under is good because I have a very tough time seeing either of these teams being willing to take long field goals. There's going to be so there's going to be a lot of fourth down attempts, and probably going to have some. Honestly, the way that the Patriots defense is playing up, the way they're getting penetration at the line of scrimmage, I can see the Ravens having a tough time scoring here. They're going to be in a very tough position if the Patriots can come down the field, take a ton of time off the clock, and get a field goal or a touchdown, and make this a 20-10 game. Then that's pretty much game over, realistically. The way the Ravens offense has been this year, it's lacking explosiveness. They're not going to get any home runs in the passing game. Honestly, every downfield pass has about equal likelihood of being intercepted against this New England pass defense that's covering extremely well. Lamar is not reading the defense well. They are forcing it. And this is not going well at all. In line with kind of the rest of my day today, for sure. It's been.
I want to be on the record that I hate this.
What?
The under. Yeah.
You do? Because it's too low already?
Yeah, well, I just do like Baltimore to make some adjustments, but I'm already in bed with them, so I'm going to make this bet a little smaller because I really don't want to bet anything in the second half. I don't really want to watch the second half. I want to wake up and find out the Ravens picked up a fumble and won by 8 somehow.
That'd be great.
So, not non-committal on this, but... God, look at all the people that we can see we have a little chat bar on the side, and we can see, that's how we see what you guys are saying. And it
Got
puts a little icon next to your Abby, and it says whether
lot
you're
of
on
YouTubers.
YouTube or Periscope. A lot of people went over to YouTube. Good. I'm glad. I do have to step up. Thanks, Jobo. Under, team total over for Ravens, whatever you want.
You don't think this is a good look?
One.
You don't think the under's in play?
What's your case for like just the Ravens don't make any adjustments? This would be, so you're either saying we run away with this with New England.
I'm saying that the Ravens adjustments.
The weather.
I'm saying the Ravens adjustments aren't likely to work because the Patriots are winning at the line of scrimmage. So what do? Put in more 2 tight ends, get max protect, and then their wide receivers aren't winning one-on-ones anyway.
Yeah, I would just go for some shorter shit. I would do what we're doing with what we're doing on the other side of the ball. Like, use the Patriots game plan. Just go with this short, ugly shit. Like, you could absolutely beat the Patriots with that. So, yeah, and a typhoon is coming.
Okay.
And here's another. This is a guy, he likes YouTube.
Josh has got the best read on this, on the weather.
If you do like going over to YouTube, there's another channel you can follow, and Captain Jack, he puts out some good videos.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you're over there. And Andrews, that would have been nice. Ben the better's on the under. That doesn't help. Hopefully the weather really turns up. So, all right, let's put it up.
I thought Ben the better was on a heater. No?
He is.
Regression comes for everyone. We all know this.
Let's hope for a lot of rain and a couple fumbles. If we get a fumble through the end zone by New England, I'll do another video or something. I'll take a picture of myself being very happy and I'll put it up. Oh, what else we got? All right, back to the chat.
I'm just sad the Ravens. And what number are we going to get on Ravens Titans now? Like 3.5?
Yeah, we kind of rolled. No, they're not making a huge adjustment. So
the Ravens look bad, man, and they're hurt. It's obvious in this game how hurt they are.
Well, then we just take the money line. We take Tennessee money line.
That's probably where it's at.
This guy asked, did we see we didn't, man. We were doing the Sunday night stream. That was kind of rough. Like, no offense to you guys. You guys are all great, and we love everybody in the chat who helps us out with injury news.
Oh, yeah. The chat is the best part of doing it.
You guys ask great questions. You're funny. You have a lot of fun. But sometimes there's people in there that screw with us. Like, when we're not watching, like, oh, this team just scored. And, and that's how I knew it wasn't. Because, 9 people all of a sudden just said Arizona just won on a Hail Mary, which is wild. And I did have a smaller bet on an alternate over in that one. I wanted it to be a primetime game for the ladder. You know, the massive ladder up to 80, which I guess I'm glad I didn't do that, but I do miss that. Titans run D?
It sucks. But all their defense sucks.
Yeah, they have a bad defense.
They're not bottom 5, but they're not very good. But guess what? The Ravens' rushing attack isn't as dynamic as it once was because of the attrition on the offensive line. They're just not winning one-on-ones, which you absolutely, whatever you saw in that first half of football, the major takeaway was the Patriots' offensive line was winning one-on-ones in the trenches on almost every snap. That was an obvious rush. And the opposite was true of the Ravens offensive line. They were losing. There was that one sack at the end of the first half where 3 guys on the defensive line for the Pats all won their one-on-one.
Everybody.
And this is a Patriots defensive line that their win rate, this D line, their win rate in pass rush, and it's just terrible. It's so bad. And yet here they are doing an absolute yeoman's effort because they schemed well for this game. They have a good plan in place.
I love it when you say yeoman's effort.
Yeah, hat tip to Belichick and company for being the more prepared team in this one.
We just hit kickoff, which we hit kickoff there. Oh, your quality went back to what it was before.
Oh, really? I think maybe
I don't
I'm
know
using too much internet.
Pounding on the computer or what?
The game now.
It's like on the computer.
I was streaming the game now. That was why.
All right. Anyway, overtime.
but I have the Bears because I think that this was a market buy a low spot for Chicago, sell high for Minnesota. You have massive line value. You can get +3 for +100 now. I think that's a very fair play. I think the Bears probably win this game. What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, I took the Bears in the teaser, and this was one of those where I actually have the teaser at 9. So it was 2.5 across the market, but the one place that offers me the cheap teaser had +3 -20, which doesn't cost me any more in the teaser. So the little stupid part of my head that says you can only bet long teasers and you have to stick to math, I don't know what would keep me away from that if the rest of the market's 2.5 and they want to give me an extra half point in my teaser. So
is Allen Robinson really not going to
technically-
go? I didn't know about that. I thought for sure he was
It's-
going to go.
It's still up in the air, but I'm fine.
I'm shocked by that. I thought for sure he was good to go.
Hopefully he wins, or hopefully he's still questionable. He's one of those. He's always questionable.
Yeah, he always goes
God.
when he's gone. He's gone when he's been questionable a couple of times so far this year.
Harris just ran for 25 yards. I guess I'm glad we didn't double down on Baltimore.
Yeah, they're winning everything in the trenches. This is just an ugly. The Ravens. There may not be.
We've still got, the worst part is we still have people that like Mitch. Like there's people that think Mitch is good. Yeah, I guess we'll see Bill Lazor. Bill Lazor probably get a head coaching job after he wins this game 42-3. Bill Lazor was kind of a fun name when he got the offensive coordinator job in, what was it, Cincy?
Yeah,
And then they
he had a couple. He had a couple nice games.
I believe they just kind of clean shop there, and he was a victim of that. What are you watching?
The Ravens are playing so badly. That was one of the most. That was so poorly defended, and on top of it, the guy who got his ass absolutely beat, just clear personal foul, threw him out of bounds. Like, this team is checked out of this game.
First and goal at the 10. So this is not looking good right off the bat. That's why I went light. Hopefully you guys heeded that. Yeah,
21-0 second half
those
for the
adjustments.
Patriots.
LOL. Laser worked for Zimmer. I had forgotten about that. He was down. He didn't have the OC job, but he was down in that Cincinnati locker room when. Oh my God, the Patriots scored in a minute and a half. So far, so good.
Yeah,
Marcus
wait.
Peters
The touchdown was barely contested. The Ravens
This
nothing.
was something.
Nothing.
I don't think Laser got fired by Zimmer. I thought Laser went out when they took Marvin Lewis out, and they took the whole thing. And 2 Ravens are down. Fucking yikes is what this game is. Well, it doubly hurts because we almost bet the Titans, and now
Yeah,
which
that
I
sucks.
guess I'm going to go open up the book where I bet the Steelers to win the division and look at that for a while and smile, I guess. This could be a 3-game lead in week 9.
The Ravens loss helps their AFC odds substantially. They're going to go from 5-1 to 10-1 to win the AFC probably.
Really need that.
Yeah,
yes. Someday we will have these election bets. Someday they will be graded.
We are in the same
anything.
Yeah. Ah, it's a good point. The Harbaugh's having a bad weekend.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was a drubbing from Wisconsin.
Yeah, man. All right,
I didn't even watch that game. I just put score alerts on. It was
the Pats are back. I mean, the AFC East all of a sudden is wide open. What'd you say?
The Pats will be 4-5. They're still. I mean, they're behind 2 other teams, though.
Yeah, but neither team is really lighting the world on fire. 7-3, 6-3. We talked about their schedules earlier. They're not hard, but Patriots have wins over Miami and the Jets, right? They beat Miami. They beat the Jets. They lost to the Bills.
Maybe.
Dolphins to lose.
It is sick wallpaper. Tua should have had like 4 picks today. Yeah, Tua is still a little rough around the edges. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. These guys, the UK has graded them. Yeah, if you bet at Patty Power, you get graded early. They cashed Hillary tickets like a month before the election. See how they like that. Not that I'm
that?
saying we're gonna have anything like that. I do believe we'll probably end up.
The AFC playoff
Vikings
picture is
catching.
so tough
It's very full.
because it's full. Yeah, it's full.
All right,
All right,
I'm done watching this game.
roll.
I'm gonna go put the kids to bed. They're probably
Patriots
mom probably
21-0 in the second half, and the under gets there. That feels.
That would be and you did. To be fair, if you rewind like 5 minutes, you did make this case where.
Oh yeah.
Where we would have, they would
I thought they
score,
would
then
take
also
more time. I thought they would take like 8 minutes off the
I was
clock.
hoping
not what they did. Yeah.
So, all right, yeah,
good luck,
and we'll Wednesday we'll probably do this a little. We'll talk about some future
for sure.
prices. So on the long podcast Wednesday, we'll probably even timestamp that so you guys can look at that part when we do talk futures a little. We'll go through as many as we think that have value.
Great job. That'll be fun.
So, all right, hey,
talk to
thanks
you then.
guys. Sorry this game sucks.